Hello, everyone. Welcome to Group Mob. We are students at the University of the West Indies Open Campus who are completing our final practicum course. We were given the opportunity to create a flashcard game called War on Observation. This game is designed to assess teachers' knowledge and understanding of various observation techniques, our best practices we must consider when faced with behavioral issues in the classroom, and reflection as an integral part of being effective observers. With this, each of us are here to present to you the background of the game, how we created its contents, the challenges faced, and how we overcame these challenges. Towards the end of this, we will be showing you a little of how the game is played. Now, this is a war on observation. So, will there be a war? Let's find out.
As you know, flashcards can be used to highlight observation techniques in a realistic way in order to make it more valuable, more relatable, and applicable while carrying out functions in the classroom. So we came up with this game, and in this game we have a host, and our host will be Monique, and there'll be two contestants, myself, Angel, and Nikita. And Monique will randomly pull a flashcard and read a question from that flashcard. And this will the person who raises their hand first and answers the question correctly will gain a point. Now in this game the questions are broken down into different sections and it's broken down. So we have named that technique, and that person has to choose the best technique that applies to the scenario presented. And then we have another category where it's reflective cards, and is further broken down into three categories: reflection in action, reflection after action, and reflection on observation. And these will be take part in the form of true and false answers, fill in the blanks, or choose the correct answer out of the four answers, out of the four choices given. And the last category, which would be what would you do? So a scenario will be presented, and you have to choose the correct solution if you as an educator were placed in that situation. What would you do?
In terms of the scenarios, we discussed that they will be based on observation techniques employed by ourselves and other teachers in order to appropriately assess students' learning and development. These are what occurred or should occur in an everyday classroom setting. So, what I'm trying to say is that these diverse set of scenarios were basically our personal observations and the experiences we have encountered during classroom activities. Additionally, we conducted the relevant research necessary to ensure that what we presented will be accurate, reliable, and well structured. Furthermore, to add strength in making certain they were keeping with the guidelines of the assignment, each of us read our contributions, agreed on the content, or made possible changes. For that reason, it can definitely be said that there was cohesion and collaborative efforts put forward to ensure the success of this component of the assignment.
It is said that there are no great people in this world, only great challenges which ordinary people rise to meet. This is indeed true, as we, the members of Group MOB, are just ordinary practitioners who have had to rise to the great challenge of completing this assignment against the time on the clock. One of the greatest challenges faced by our group was our failure to gather all the pertinent information we needed in the initial stages of us coming together so that we could complete this assignment. As a group, we were so eager to start and finish the task before us that we only looked at the assignment and not at the rubric. So although we were meeting twice weekly and making great progress, we still lacked the total understanding of what was fully expected of us for the successful completion of the assignment. Because of this failure on our parts, it meant that we only had 48 hours to plan and execute the filming and compilation of this finished product. Another challenge we faced was trying to figure out how we were going to create and design a PowerPoint so that it could give a realistic enough portrayal of the assignment war on flashcards, so that we could have given a successful presentation in the BBC session. The final problem we had was improper time management and use, which was a result of the first challenge we encountered. However, we overcame all these challenges by binding together as a team and supporting each other despite it being crunch time. We also reached out for help from our e-tutor, who graciously gave up her time to ensure that we understood what we had to do and that we were on the right track. And finally, as the proverbial saying goes, we burned the midnight oil and gave all that we could to ensure that we were able to complete the assignment to the highest possible standard. In closing, it is said that success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. And this is what we took away from this experience.
Welcome to Flashcard's Ward Observation. I am your host, Monique, who will be taking you through the paces tonight. Ground rules for this event: first person to raise their hands and answer question correctly gains a point. Persons with the most points wins the game. Let's begin. Category: name that technique. A still image taken using an electrical device in order to record a moment in time. Annotations can be added to provide a description about what is occurring and when the image was taken. Name that technique. Yes, Angel?
I think that's photographs.
That's correct. Moving on. Reflections. Can retrospective self-questioning be considered a form of reflection after action? True or false?
True.
Yes, Nikita. All right, that's true. Back to the category name that technique. Used to map students' experiences or actions during short periods of time with tallies or symbols to provide information. Name that technique.
Time sampling.
Yes, Nikita? That's correct. Moving on. Reflection. Reflection after action involves turning information into something through the use of a cognitive postmortem. A, practice. B, knowledge. C, attitude. Yes, Nikita?
Is it knowledge?
Yes, that's correct. Sticking in this category, observation, documentation, and something are important components for high-quality early childhood programs. A, reflection. B, intermission. C, criticism. Yes, Angel?
reflection.
That's correct. Moving on to the what would you do section. At the beginning of the term, Samuel experienced problems with forming letters and numbers. For 5 weeks, Mrs. Chambers attempted numerous strategies to help him with this problem. During the 5th week, Samuel's parents visit for a progress report. If you were Mrs. Chambers, what would you present to his parents? A. Observation checklist. B. Work samples. Or C. Time samples. Yes, Angel?
Work samples.
That's correct. Final question. Name that technique. Designed to monitor orations, this technique involves a recording of students' verbal demonstration of language use as a way of assisting practitioners to work directly with students to chart a course of learning, inform teaching decisions, and monitor individual progress over time. Name that technique. Yes, Nikita?
Is it running records?
Yes, that's correct. This has brought us to the end of Flashcards War on Observation. From the tally, I believe that Nikita is our winner for tonight.
Yay! Woo! And there you have it. Give it up for Group Mob and our war on observation. Hooray! In this video, we were able to provide you with background information about the flashcards, a description of how we created the scenarios, our challenges faced, and how we were able to overcome them. Then, of course, we provided a snippet of how the game is to be played, with rules that were concise and easily understood. As my colleague said, we, Group Mob, surely burned the midnight oil. Thank you for watching.